Hey pals, John here with the LensPal, and today we're going to talk about the Hollyland Lark Max Duo. This is a two-person wireless microphone system, much like the Rode Wireless Go 2 or the Saramonic Blink 500 Pro system. But it's from our pals over at Hollyland, makers of such fine devices as the Mars M1. Essentially, they took their wireless knowledge and were like, microphones. We should do microphones. And this is the solution they've come out with. It's actually really good. When this arrived Monday afternoon in the office, we pretty much got straight to work, testing it out, playing with it, getting to grips with it, finding out what it is, what it's good for. And essentially what it's good for is recording audio wirelessly. I mean, it's kind of right there in its title. And as I mentioned, there are a lot of solutions to do that, whether you're looking at recent things like the Wireless Go system from Rode, or sort of more classic like the Sennheiser AVX and even their G3 and G4 solutions as well. They're all wireless audio, but this is probably my favorite right now. Let's start with the case. Nice case, USB-C port on the back for charging, so you can just plug this in and charge all three of the internal units. The case itself also has an internal battery. It's not just for charging, it will actually carry a charge itself, which triples the lifetime of the two transmitters and the receiver. So individually on a single charge, this will go for about 7 hours. When you pop it back in here, it'll charge up to full, it'll go for another 7 hours, pop it back in, it'll go for another 7 hours before this case needs recharging. And that's assuming you're using all of them equally. Obviously, if you're just using it as a one-person kit, then you're going to get even more charge out of this case. It's a super nice case. You have indicators on the front to give you a rough idea of how much charge is in the case. You have little lights behind each unit to show you that they're in, that they're registered with the case. And when you open it up, you get a nice little indicator from the receiver that yes, they're in there, yes, they're charging, or how much charge they have and how much charge the case has. So that's all like super nice little features. When you go ahead and you pull out a receiver and one or more of the transmitters, you will find that they turn on instantly, so that then they can be straight away looking for their connections. So these are paired up, ready to go. As I've pulled them out, I don't have to touch the power buttons, although there are dedicated power buttons on here to turn them off if you need to. But yeah, they're right there, ready to go. The transmitters also have a nice little record button on the side, so if you want to use them without having to use this, or if you want to record a backup track, you can just hit this little record button, a little red light will come on, and you get 14 hours of recording time on this device. These will work with, obviously, lavaliers, but any mic that uses a 3.5mm output, or even an XLR to 3.5mm. So if you had this, if you had a boom and you needed to wirelessly record it from 820 feet away, or record it straight onto the device, you can hook this up into that, hit the record button, and if you're paired up with the receiver, like I said, you've got an 820 foot line of sight, which 820 foot is really impressive. On the receiver, we have several controls. We have this nice little scroll wheel, which allows you to adjust the output per transmitter. We also have this is a touch screen, so I can go in here and I can adjust different bits and pieces per mic. I can mute one, I can remotely record on the other, I can repair them, tap that again and it goes back. Hold it down and I go into the menu mode, so I can change the mic settings, the phone speaker, the equalizer, all of those good bits and pieces, and just tap that again and we're back to the main screen. Also have a headphone jack on the side for, monitoring. If you are not running this into a camera or a system like something from Zoom, you can actually monitor straight on to here as well. Now there are USB-C ports on everything in here, because if you don't have the case, that's one way to charge them, but you can also, with the included cables, hook it up to your iPhone or your Android phone and record audio straight into them. Whether it's, again, using the wireless receiver and transmitter combo, you can hook it up that way, or you could just plug this in, plug it into the iPhone, and away you go. As I mentioned at the top, one of the nice things about this is all of the little refinements that they have made to their system. So right now I'm obviously using one of these because that's kind of a good way to demonstrate to you guys how good the audio quality is. And I've got it clipped onto my shirt, but sometimes I'm not wearing a shirt like this, sometimes I'm wearing a t-shirt. And when you have a subject who's wearing a t-shirt, it kind of gets creased up like this. It's not a good look. And yes, I'm exaggerating a little bit. Hollyland have included magnets so that you can attach the microphone like so. If your subject is using a t-shirt or a blouse or something that doesn't have a handy sort of edge to clip onto, you can mic them up like this and have nice clean looking attire as well as clean sounding audio. Lastly, and this is kind of a small thing, but it goes into all of the quality of life decisions that they put into their process when designing this. The whole thing, the charging case with the two transmitters, the receiver, all of the cables, the dead cats, did I mention there were dead cats? They all fit into this case. I'm not doing it properly because I'm on camera. They all fit into here. So then this case is all you need when you rent these. This has everything that you need. Charging cables, the cables connected to your phone, to your camera, the dead cats, obviously both transmitters and the receiver and the charging case as well, all fit in this nice compact package. The Hollyland Lark Max Duo 2-person wireless microphone kit is available on our website right now, thelensPal.com, with rentals from 2 days all the way up to 90 days. If you've enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful or informative, or if you just like me clacking boxes shut, please consider giving us a like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, smash a bell, and whatever it is that Hollyland's social media team is saying this week. And until next time, I'll see you soon.